Happy rising, everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope y'all are doing well today. Today is a freaking beautiful day. So yesterday I created a video where I was speaking about inner beauty and what true inner beauty or what true beauty is. And I had to shut my video off abruptly. So this video right here is just basically tying up that video. So for all of you who don't know, energy, your spirit, is the new currency. See, people aren't just taking people at face value anymore. People are feeling energy, right? It's just like somebody telling you something at face value, but you feeling their energy, and in the energy that you feeling ain't matching what they saying. Okay, so it's something like that. So when you see a woman, and she might be fine and she might be beautiful, or you see a man and he might be handsome and he might be fine, right? But now, because it's about energy now, so it's not about surface level beauty or handsomeness. It's about the energy that the person is emitting and what you picking up on. So what I'm saying is, you see a beautiful woman or a handsome man, right? Because of course, when you see someone and they're attractive, you're going to be like, that's an attractive person. But now it's like, okay, you might have a conversation with that person. But because it's about energy, most people might say, well, you know what? Why you didn't try to talk to him, or why you didn't try to talk to her because she was good looking or she was fine? And it's just like, but somebody with discernment would be like, well, you know, she was beautiful or he was handsome, but his energy was off. His energy didn't match what I was seeing. And I say all that to say, that is because it's all about inner beauty. See, when we see someone, especially back in the day, well, I don't even say back in the day, for some maybe it's now, but I'm just saying back in the day, you know, you see a fine woman, she fine and she pretty, and you know, you don't care nothing about whether she got a brain or anything. If she can think for herself, if she have an opinion, it's like, and the same thing for women. It's just like, I don't care, but she look good and she fine, and I want to get with her. And you get with her, and then y'all might get married. And let me just say, but once the prettiness and the fineness wear off, because it will wear off, right? It's just like when you buy a new car, and oh, that car is the best car ever, and you driving it everywhere because you're so proud of it, and then after a while it just becomes just a car. You got this woman or man, and now the prettiness and the fineness done wore off, and what remains is not what you bargained for. Now, you got to ask yourself, what happened? What happened is that we get so caught up on the physical that we forget about the energy or the spirit of the person. Who they are, or what you left with, is what always was. But we get confused because we think prettiness and handsomeness means that's a good person. Somebody that fine and that pretty or that handsome can't be insecure, can't be shallow, can't be egotistical. But we find out that once all that beauty and that fineness fade, that this is exactly what they are. that was what they was always. But we got sidetracked by the physical, by the outside. And I'm saying that to say that it's not like that anymore. If you have discernment, you might appreciate attractiveness, but just because some attractive, how do my old folks say, everything that glitter ain't gold. And I say that also to say, if you have someone in your life that is beautiful on the outside and beautiful on the inside, you got you a gem. People need to understand, when you have this and you fumble it, you're an idiot. I'm just saying, if you got something like that, when you understand that it's rare to find that in this world, and you fumble it and let somebody else pick up that gem, you're not gonna get it back, man. Because somebody else gonna see that gem for what it is. It's like, man, you beautiful and you smart and you got a good spirit. You can't just find that anywhere. People act like that's like you can go to the Dollar General or something and just pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like people will look over there thinking that something is shinier than the gem that they have. And then they get over there and it's not a gem. It appeared to be a gem, but when all that prettiness and all that fineness or that handsomeness wore off, you realize it was just a rock. And then I'm talking about, what is the next thing they're going to want to do? They're going to want to go back to the gym. But guess what? While you was over there chasing that rock, somebody else was looking for a gem. It like I said, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And while you over there, somebody else done picked up that gem. And guess what? And when they get that gem and see how valuable it is, it's no way you gonna get it back. And that's what I'm saying. People will fumble. They fumble in these gems, and then somebody else will say like, "Ooh, look at that gem," and then figure out how valuable that gem is. You think you just finna just come back and they just gonna be like, "Well, hey, here you go." That ain't gonna happen, buddy. That ain't gonna happen. So we must be mindful, right? If you have something that's of value that you truly value, and you see the value, don't think that it's something better. Because in this world, if you have somebody that's valuable, that's authentic, that's beautiful on the outside and the inside, you got your gem. And even if from the world standards, if they're not, attractive from the world standard, that don't may even matter. Because what really matters is what's within. And I'm going to keep saying that. Ain't nothing wrong with being beautiful if you are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But let what's within you match your outside. It's a lot of people that look one way on the outside and they be totally different on the inside. And from the world standards, some people that have some of the best energy or the biggest hearts from the world standard may not be that attractive. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I realized though, that when especially now, the season we in, if your spirit and your energy, if you have good energy and a good spirit, it's going to reflect outside anyway. So from the world standard, you may not be beautiful, but from a spiritual, from an energetic standards, you're the bomb. You are gorgeous. You are beautiful. See, because now we in this time where beauty is about spirit, about your spirit, and less about your body and what you look like. Like I said, if you got both, then great. But I'm just saying, and I feel like people are realizing that. It's like, yeah, you look good and you're handsome, but what else do you have to offer? You know what I'm saying? Versus you look good and you fine or you handsome, I want to get with you. Let's get together. And people may not understand if you say, no, I don't want to get with this person. Or I don't want to get with that person. And they not understanding like why. This person look good, they fine, they got a good job. You know what I'm saying? But what they don't know is the person is crazy. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be that person to figure that out later on. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, this was just like a quick message that was on my mind. I want y'all to have a beautiful day because today is a freaking beautiful day. And I want y'all to keep on working with your inner selves and get your inner beauty up. Bye-bye.